Market conditions, bullish in a bull market currently and maintaining that level. We've got a rank sitting at 24.21. That is the upper end of this current bullish trend and pretty extreme right now as well. We did see the momentum pull back just a little bit right here. If you recall, last week we did see that momentum spike up into this range. So that day yesterday or Friday pulled that momentum back into that bullish zone, allowing for a possible location for some support right here. We're also seeing breadth really across the board still kind of stuck right in the middle, not large participation in this rally really over this last year. Sentiment didn't move a whole lot on that sell-off either. A little bit of a tick back, but not too much right there. Still not seeing much fear in the marketplace right now as well. We do have buy-sell ratio, which is sitting less than 1. We're at 0.32. So we have a bearish breadth continuing to have the red over green right here, yet we continue to see markets really S&P 500, NASDAQ continue to move higher, Dow and Russell lagging just a little bit. Here we are at the upper end of the range currently on sentiment, but we having a little bit of a pullback here. So once we reach these upper levels, not surprised to see some days where we're going to get some retracement and some pullback right here. Let's look at this structure on this pullback right here with S&P 500. We talked last week about a couple of ranges. The first one is this around this 540 range on SPY. That's the ETF for S&P 500. And if it breaks down through that level, that next stop will probably be that 537 range. So we've got around that 543, 537 as support areas as of Friday, holding up at that level. Really a small indecision day, looking something like that on S&P 500. We'll see what we get today. We also have NASDAQ. This NASDAQ chart is represented by the triple Qs, the symbol QQQ, also towards the upper end of that range. And let's take a quick look at bonds right here as well and see TLT still maintaining that a nice uptrend. Got some support right here also, and see if it can continue to march its way back up this direction. As bonds are moving higher, that's that anticipation that interest rates will be coming back down. In the bond market, as bonds prices are going higher, the rates are moving lower. So bond market is still anticipating the Fed to be doing something here in the fall, and shorter-term bonds also, SHY, really similar type pattern. If we jump over to sectors, continuing to see slight strength in sectors as a whole. We did see one more bump up into this buy zone. I believe it was healthcare moving from this hold back to this buy, so moving back up into this upper range. Also in the momentum zone here as well, so we're seeing a few other sectors starting to participate. The healthcare is one of them. Technology and consumer services had already been leading. So we're seeing less and less, a few bumping back up into that hold zone, getting a little bit larger participation now with sectors across the board. Commodities, let's take a look here. We've been seeing oil that's been moving. It's running at a little bit of resistance there at that 236, and we'll see if it does pull back to this support area and hold up around that 77 range, find some support and bump back up into that momentum zone. That is working. It's working that direction, and could have a bit of a pullback towards that 77 for some support. Also saw gold and silver pulling back just a little bit here. And pretty decent reversal bar when you have that counter trend move back up, and there's some resistance here, and then a pretty solid bearish bar to the downside. We'll see if we get follow through on that to the downside on gold today and this week. And then also SLV, which is silver, similar looking pattern. If we jump over to the muscle stocks group, seeing some nice names in here. Top of the list, DYN, real solid, good confirmation bar, increased volume, up in the momentum zone and holding there, finding support for the last few support bounces right here around that 30, also holding up at this same level where it had been at before. So nice breakout and retest, and continuing to find some confirmation. Good looking pattern there as well. Also seeing some other names that are a little bit deeper in the list. We've got Amazon, which is looking nice here as well. Good confirmation bar, a big volume, and approaching that upper range right here. Watch for a breakout on Amazon this week and see if we get some follow through. That really could push the market higher. And then Google is sitting right there with it. Alphabet right here. You've got both versions of that with good confirmation breakouts and big volume on that as well. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.